Do not change the channel. Do not break the awesomeness of this moment, for this is a time of history when interest begins. The Our Radio Station is Better Than Your Radio Station Will Ever Be station presents The Forbidden Letter. In the midst of the Civil War, two sisters are separated by the conflicts of the Civil War. One married into a deeply slavery-based family, and the other into an extreme abolitionist family. In this time of violence, they try their best to stay in touch. Secretly, they write letters to one another. Although they are forbidden to speak, they hope to be reunited.
Ma'am, your mail has arrived.
Oh, finally, thank you.
Dearest Elizabeth, March 15th, 1864. Oh, how I miss you, my beloved sister. Don't you think our husband's rivalry is juvenile? I guess it's just not home here without you. Maybe this war will end soon. Did you hear? As of March 9th, 1864, Grant is the commander of all the Union armies. After the multiple Union battles like Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Chattanooga, and Tennessee, Lincoln believed he was worthy of the challenge. One of the South's leaders tried to convince Grant to surrender, but he refused. I guess this is good news on the Union side. Nothing exciting has been happening here at home. The neighbor's son was killed on the battlefield. The attitude here is quite depressing. I hope to see you soon. Love always, Mary.
Dearest Mary, May 10th, 1864. I'm sure it's impossible for anyone to imagine how much I miss you also. I sure hope our husband's rivalry won't get in the way of us being together. Hopefully this brutal war will soon come to an end. Things down here in the South are good. The crops are bringing in a good profit this year. That may end soon, though. On May 4th, 1864, the Union started the Overland Campaign. This is going against the Confederates and General Robert E. Lee. With this leading up to the Battle of Cold Harbor, the war may come to an end sooner than later. There were over 7,000 casualties in about 20 minutes. I'm afraid the Union will take the victory. That's not my greatest worry, though. David has enlisted in the Confederate Army. For a man his age, he has no place to be fighting in this war. I hope to see you soon. Love, always, Elizabeth.
Dearest Elizabeth, June 5th, 1864. Our husbands are just so childish. They must get over it someday soon. They have to think of us and our children. They are just so selfish sometimes. I can't stand the fighting either. It is doing no good for either side. It will only bring us farther apart, especially since your husband signed up. Did you hear about June 3rd? General Grant attacked the Confederates at Cold Harbor and lost 7,000 men. They were sons, husbands, and brothers. Such a sad and terrible war. Why must it keep going? But soon we will be together, my sister. Once again, Mary.
Mary, June 16th, 1864. I miss my husband so very much. Every time I hear of a battle, my heart sinks even more. I can only hope he comes back safely. Just yesterday, I finally gained hope for the war to come to an end. I think it will happen sometime soon. I know that it's wrong for me to say this, but I don't care who wins. I know just because I'm from Georgia, I should side with the Confederates. Honestly, I just want it to end. Yesterday, the Union forces surrounded Lee and his army. They cut off the Confederate rails. Now they can't communicate or transport goods. I guess they decided to do this because they failed to capture Petersburg. Oh, good news. I received a letter from him 4 days ago. It's such a relief to know that he's okay. How are things with you and Philip? Your loving sister, Elizabeth.
Dearest Elizabeth, July 25th, 1864. Sorry this letter took so long. Young Margaret caught a nasty cold, but 5 days ago the Confederates kicked out Johnson and replaced him with a new general named John B. Hood. He has a very long beard, longer than Philip. This all happened in Atlanta, which is so close to our home. There was also a battle called the Battle of Peachtree Creek. It resulted in a Union victory and about 6,506 casualties. The number of people dying is just outrageous, if you can believe that. If the war is over before December, maybe we can have Christmas together, just like old times. Speaking of Philip, he's well, not the youngest farmer around, but we are getting by. He's starting to get gray hair, but shh, I didn't tell you. What are you guys doing down there to keep entertained while David is away? Who works on your crop? Well, I'm glad to hear that he is safe and out of harm's way. Stay safe, Mary.
We momentarily interrupt this program with a word from our sponsor. Your show will continue momentarily.
Calling all nurses. If your husband is off in battle and you have no kids, this is a job for you. Even if you have no kids, just let them stay a few nights with grandmother and grandfather. This job is needed for all the battle sites. Your men, brother, friends, maybe even sons are out there dying. You're sitting there crocheting, wasting hours away. You could be out here saving our men. Don't you want to make a difference? One woman can save one soldier and thousands more with your help. If you know how to wrap bandage, come to a nurse station at your local Army sign-up station. Come save a soldier in need of help. Anybody can save a life.
Now back to your program.
Dearest Mary, August 29th, 1864. Have you heard? Today the Democrats have chosen someone to run against Lincoln in the upcoming election. His name is George B. McClellan. He is a part of the Copperhead Party. Maybe if he wins, the war will end and slavery will stay alive. I guess that's good for me, but bad for you. They say if he is to win, the Confederates will have a better chance at winning. Either way, I just want to see you again. We can only hope the war will end by Christmas. I hope to see you before then. Sadly, I must go. Sally, our housekeeper, must clean the study. If she finds out about the letters, she might tell. Love, Elizabeth.
Dear Elizabeth, September 3rd, 1864. I am so scared that this war will not come to an end. Just yesterday there was another battle. In the end, the Union came out with a victory. This is good news for Lincoln's re-election. The captured...
Mary, what are you doing up here so late?
Oh, nothing. I just couldn't sleep.
What's in your hand? You're writing letters? To Elizabeth? She's a Confederate. It's simple. I forbid you.
Sorry for the crumples and smears. Philip caught me writing this. I've never seen him so furious in my life. He forbade me to contact you. I need to talk to you. I don't care what side you're on. I have to go. I will write you as soon as I can. With love, Mary.
Mary, October 19th, 1864. I'm so tired of having to sneak around our husbands and housekeepers. You're just my sister. I have the right to communicate with you. I can't handle all of this war drama anymore. I can't believe that there was yet another battle today. This time the Union claimed a victory. Home life isn't pleasant anymore. Everyone's wound tight over the war. I miss you, Mary. Run away with me. Stay safe, Elizabeth.
Dear Elizabeth, November 8th, 1864. Lincoln won the election. Do you know what this means? He won with a 55% popular voting margin. It's expected that his second inaugural address will be spectacular. Some say he owns his dues to the recent and numerous Union victories. I truly hope with all my heart that this means a close ending. Are you serious about the plans to run away? I would love to see you and all, but I don't think I could. That's such an absurd thought. I miss you. With love, Mary.
Dear Mary, November 17th, 1864. Yes, I am utterly serious. I need to get away from it all. I want to run away. I want to run away with you. Nothing can break the bond of sisters. We shall go out west, away from the conflict. There's a new beginning and a chance of striking it rich with gold. Please come. I plan to before the war is ended. Oh, did you hear? The Union Army divided into two wings. The 62,000 men were split into two groups. The West was led by Oliver O. Howe. I have a feeling the war is going to end soon. Please come. If you want to, meet me at the train station on December 21st. Then we will depart to our new lives. Sincerely, Elizabeth.
Dear Elizabeth, December 15th, 1864. You must know that I will accompany you. I am leaving today. I can't wait to finally see you again. I miss you, sister. Also, the Battle of Nashville was won by the North. This means the war will end anyway now. I'm glad we're leaving as soon as possible. See you later. Love, Mary.
Oh, Mary, how I missed you dearly.
I missed you too.
Let's board the train before it's too late.
Get your news. Today's newspaper. Get your news. Today's newspaper. Get your news. Today's newspaper.
We'll take one, please.
That'll be 4 cents.
Thank you. Elizabeth, read this. The war is over.
The Union has won. Slavery is officially abolished.
Two sisters, reunited on the way east to start in the West. Together, they will make it far. No matter what, nothing can break the bond of sisterhood.
Bloopers.
Do not change the channel. Do not break the awesomeness of this moment. Do not change the channel. Do not break the awesomeness of this moment. For this.
You're still Elizabeth.
What?
Look.
We momentarily interrupt this We momentarily interrupt this program with a word from our sponsor. Your show will continue momentarily. Turning around. It's like,
We'll take one, please.
that'll be 4 cents.
Thank you.
Well, stop laughing. We momentarily interrupt this God!
Calling all nurses.